my time in Dublin, I went to the National Gallery of Ireland for the first time. I did have to remind myself that out of all the time I've spent in Ireland in my life, I think the amount of time I've spent in Dublin is one of the least. I wanted to share with you some of my favorite paintings that I saw. Grab a beverage. I have a cup of tea that is cooling, so I'm gonna let this sit off to the side for a little bit. I've got my notes. Let's dive in. There was actually an exhibition of Jack B. Yeats's work, and he is the brother of W.B. Yeats, the poet. I was so blown away by all of it, but in particular, this painting called Grief is about Yeats's abhorrence of war. Even though this is an abstraction, the more you look at it, you can really see that this is a depiction of violence and chaos and heavy emotion. I'm so drawn to this painting. Then we are totally switching gears. Seated Woman Reading by Frank O'Mara. There's an inscription on the bottom that indicates that this was likely a gift for, I'm gonna try really hard to say this name, I don't know if I'm gonna get it right, Rodolphe Salas. It was perhaps given to him for his marriage and is likely depicting his wife, Gabrielle. I am particularly drawn to this because it is a painting from the late 19th century by an Irish artist depicting fashionable dress. Aside to that, I also love paintings from like the 18th and 19th century that depict things that we still do today. So sitting down to read a book and just be in nature, friends, we've been existing. So thrilled to see the original Blind Piper by Joseph Patrick Haverty because my parents have a replica of it in their dining room and I have been looking at it every day for my whole life. So this is a depiction of a man playing uilleann pipes. It is likely a representation of Padraig O'Brien. He was a piper in Limerick in the mid-19th century. He has been used to depict musicians in Ireland, particularly blind pipers and harpists. During the mid-19th century, there was this big like romanticization, how I want to say it. Artwork really romanticized a lot of Ireland at that time because of the political landscape. Editing Deirdre here. I decided to chop this video into 2 parts so that I wasn't having to chop out all my thoughts senselessly to try and get the video down to 3 minutes. So part 2 is already out. You can go check it out and see the rest of the paintings that I really enjoyed while at the National Gallery.